Hi everyone, today we're doing lesson 2.4a, solving equations with variables on both sides. Our goal today is to use the properties of equality to solve equations with variables on both sides. So how do we solve equations with variables on both sides of the equal sign? Well, if you call the party situation, in this case we want to go to the bigger party. So we want to move the variables where there are fewer of them to the one where there's more. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. We move them by adding or subtracting. Subtract 2x over here. And now all of my variables are on one side of the equal sign. I have 3x plus 13 This is canceled out, and I'm left with 22. Next, I will just regular two-step equation, subtract 13 from both sides. 3x equals 9. And last step, divide by 3. And my x will equal 9 divided by 3, or 3. I could check it. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 22 is 28. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 13 is 28. So both sides are in balance. It's equal. So x does in fact equal 3. Okay, let's look at our next example. I have variables on both sides. Again, I'm going to need to distribute first. So 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times negative a is negative 7a. 3 times a is 3a. And 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Again, I want to go to the bigger party. I have negative 7 over here, 3 over here. So I want to go over to this side. To do that, this time I will add 7a to both sides. And I end up with 28 equals 10a minus 12. Next step, I'm going to add 12 to both sides. And 10a equals 40. Divide 10. And divide 10. And my a should equal 4. If I did a quick check up here, it's kind of fun. 4 minus 4 is 0. 7 times 0 is 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. So on both sides equal. Here's a little acronym to help you remember this. Well, it's not really an acronym, little expression. Don't call me after midnight. D, distribute first. Call. C, combine. That's combine any like terms. M, move your variable one side or the other. Just gather them all on one side of the equal sign. After, for add or subtract. Midnight, for multiply or divide. So, our first step is distribute. I do need to distribute in this case. I'm distributing that negative 5 to both my x and my 5. I have 2 minus negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative 5 times 5 is negative 25. I also need to distribute on the other side. 3 times x, 3x. 3 times negative 2, negative 6. And then I have minus 1. My next step, combine. I can combine my 2 and my negative 25. And that leaves me with negative 23 minus 5x. And over here, I can combine my negative 6 and my negative 1 and get negative 7. So I have 3x minus 7. Now we want to move our variable or go to the bigger party. On this side, I have a negative 5x. Over here, I have a positive 3x. Positive 3 is bigger. So I'm going to add 5x to both sides. This cancels. I have negative 23 equals 8x minus 7. Now I just have a regular two-step equation. I will add 7 to both sides. Send home my acquaintances. And I have negative 16 equals 8x. That is down to one step. My last is my multiply or divide. I'm going to divide both sides by 8. And I'm left with x equals negative 2. I'm going to try another one. Step 1, distribute. I do need to distribute. 4 times negative 5, negative 20. 4 times 3n is 12n. I'm going to have my 5n at the front. Don't want to lose that. And on this side, I have 1 minus n. Next, do I have any like terms to combine? I have 5n and 12n. If I put those together, I get 17n minus 20 equals 1 minus n. I'm going to go to the bigger party. Got a lot more n's over here. Add n to both sides. And I have 18n minus 20 equals 1. Let's add 20 to both sides. And I get 18n equals 21. This is just going to give me a fraction answer. It's going to be an improper fraction. That's okay. Divide both sides by 18. That will give me n has 21 over 18, but I know I can simplify that by dividing both the numerator and the denominator by 3, and I get 7/6. So n equals 7/6, or 1 and 1/6. Not the nicest answer, but it is fine. Another one. This time I'm distributing a fraction. Remember to think of it as of. 1/3 of 18 is 6. Minus 1/3 of 21 is 7x. Equals 10, and negative 3 times x is minus 3x. Negative 3 times negative 2 makes it a positive 6. Let's combine some like terms. I don't have any over here, but over here I do. 10 and positive 6 is 16 minus 3x equals 6 minus 7x. Go to the bigger party. They're both negative, but this one is still bigger than negative 7x. I'm going to add 7x to both sides. Why do I go to the bigger party? It's because I end up with the positive variable. Would you get it wrong if you went the other way? No, it would work. I just like having a positive variable. So I end up with 4x. That's a positive 4x. And 16 on this side. This cancels out, and I'm left with 6 on this side. Subtract 16 from both sides. And I get 4x equals negative 10. Divide both sides by 4. And x will equal negative 10 fourths, which I can simplify to negative 5 over 2. That is it. So just remember, when we are solving equations with variables on both sides, we can go to the bigger party. And when you move a variable from one side of the equation to the other, you need to add or subtract to do so. That's it. Have a great day.